welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the New York Mets taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. John Shelby with you alongside Chris Singleton, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect, the home side taking care of business in Game 1, but this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7 games, or will it be a walkover? Those are the questions that we start getting more clarity on after Game 2.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one, Chris. This should be fun. First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. Our starter in this one, Gavin Stone.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Digging in, Francisco Lindor.
The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
The pitch. And that one hammered. That's back. Out of here. A gigantic blast. And the Mets jump in front. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. So much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Hammered, base hit. Man at first, Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Right through there for a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark. And
one at second. On to Freddie. Double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Here's Pete Alonso. In the air, left side. Sizing this one up. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo homer. And the home team down a run. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And today's starting pitcher, Sean Manaea.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. And the pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Now it's Mookie Betts. Right through there for a strike. The Dodgers down by a run here in game 2. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. That one missed.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Turns and fires to Betts. And that one finds its way through. And the postseason success continues for him.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And that's outside. Ball 1.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Marte hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 outs. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Home team down a run here in game 2 of the NLCS. Here's the 0-2. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. The pitch. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. So the Dodgers lead 1. They're down 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Starling Marte up to hit. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation. Puts it away for the out.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You got to be sharp.
Jesse Winker in the box now. No balls and a strike.
All right, right now. He may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And that's a two-bagger.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Harrison.
And now Bader up to the plate. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Into center and a base hit. Around third. Now a long throw home. The tag out.
Well, not much you can say here other than you should have listened to your third base coach. It's tough because we've all seen examples of this working out for players, but when it doesn't, it's a really bad look.
Here's the veteran second baseman. Bader runs. Pitching for a strike. Throw safe. Runner at second, two down. Here at the top of the second. On the ground. Lux. Slings to first, and that is the inning. Mets lead one, but they lead it 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom half of inning number 2, and now the catcher comes up to him, Will Smith. Smith, an all-star a season ago, hitting 5th in today's lineup, a former first-round pick back in 2016. The pitch. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Once he digs in. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him way out front of the slur.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Swinging a foul straight back. The pitch. And it's 1-1. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here comes a pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The Mets up by a run, bottom half of inning number 2. In the air, left field. And he makes the catch. And now it's Gavin Lux. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Smith, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Mets 1 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. The pitch. Line drive.
Totally ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
So the lineup flips over. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. He's already homered in this game. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. A massive home run. And they boost their lead. It's 3-0. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. At Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Nimmo, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. One down, base is empty. On the ground at first. Out on the off-balance throw.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1. That one ripped. Hernandez going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. It's now 3-0. Bottom of the inning. And now, Tommy Edman. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Ball 1, no strikes. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Ball to strike. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Look, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Now, here's Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swings through that one out in front that time. And as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense. The wind of the pitch. Got him swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Betts at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Oh, 0-2 now. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Nimmo makes a nice running catch. Second game of the NLCS. And stepping in for New York, Starling Marte. Stone back to work. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw on to Freeman. Marte retired. Here's Jesse Winker. Doubled his first time up. Ripped to right, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And now the center fielder, Harrison Bader. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one ripped to left. Fair ball. And that rolls into the corner. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
All over that one right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Now it's the second baseman. Grounded out his first time up. This to center field. Hernandez has it sized up. Brings it in. 2 away.
The catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
So up next, Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 1 so far. Ripped on a line. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. The run comes in from second, and the lead is up to 5. And he's got a double. And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Gavin Stone is done. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Tyler Glasnow. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. There's a swing and a drive. Betts going back. And brings it in at the wall. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And the lead is now 5-0. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. And we're back. Bottom 4. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
The first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Why to kick the pitch. In there at the knees for a strike.
Boom, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
The 0-2. Ground ball right side. Whips it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind it with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Big swing and a miss.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That's to third. Vientos whips it to first. And Hernandez is out.
Up next, the catcher,
2 outs, base is empty. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And he's already singled in this game. In there for strike 1. Kicks and deals. And a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Caught him looking for the K. Dodgers go down quietly. It's 5-0. Back here in LA, ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Vientos measures 6 feet 4 inches, 185 pounds, and he was a second-round pick. Swings here and blasts one left field, and that one is out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 6-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
This one absolutely screamed out of here, Singy. A laser. StatCast tells us it was 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, it left in a real hurry and didn't go that far because of the launch angle being a little flatter, but clearly it had all the velocity it needed to leave the yard.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And first offering is fouled off. Righty delivers. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. It sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play. Out towards left center. Hernandez ranging after it. Calls it in for the out.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Here's Starling Marte. Out to short, Edman. The throw to first. Marte retired. Now, Jesse Winker. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure where their clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. That one is hammered right field. Betts ranging back. And gone! He hammers one out to right. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a pair. It's 8-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. It throws a pretty hard slider, but when it doesn't break, it's just like a good fastball to hit. And right there, eyes got big, hit that ball really hard, and now he's getting high fives in the dugout.
Landon Knack on a pitch out of the pen here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Here's the second baseman. Ripped to third, but handled. And that'll end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now an 8-0 game. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Max Muncy.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Muncy hits one in the air. Bader should have it. And there's one down. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Here's Kike Hernandez. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a miss.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
One down, base is empty. And they'll do it again.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
That one misses. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
It's a good take.
And he deals. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The Dodgers with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. Fly ball down the line. Nimmo running hard to get it. Nice grab on the run. And there's 2 down.
The batter, second baseman,
Gavin Lux digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. The lefty fires. And a foul ball.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Dodgers down in order. Still 8-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And a pitch. On its way to the corner, and that's a foul ball. Oh, 1 now. Foul ball. Ripped on the ground to second. Lux throws to first in time. And a quick out, number 1. Back to the top of the Mets order. And now it's Frankie Lindor. And that one fouled off. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. 1 out, base is empty. Smoke to right, but he's got it.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. One of those blue hits to get a knock sometimes.
Now the number 2 hitter, Mark Vientos. He's already homered twice, the last one back in the 5th.
Just seems like he can't miss right now, seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against him, but who's going to bet against this guy right now?
Line to left. Hernandez makes the grab, and that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 8 and the Dodgers nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Tommy Edman. The wind of the pitch. And he takes a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 1 gone here.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys. I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
The Mets up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I think he's got to be feeling pretty invincible out there on the mound right now. I mean, he's got the shutout working so far, and even when he challenges these guys, he's...
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That's it for Sean Manaea. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back. So they turn things over to the righty, Ryan Stanek.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Swing and a pop-up. Alvarez drifts towards it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Back here at Chavez Ravine, we go to the top of the 7th, and now Brandon Nimmo. Knack back to work. Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball. The 0-1. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Gone. A monster shot to right. And they add a run. It's 9-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Pete Alonso now at the plate. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Now the 0-1. And strike 2. No question about this one. It's out of here. And they add to their lead. It's 10-0. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Joe Kelly.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while, coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested, but we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
So up next for New York, Starling Marte. Base hit.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So a man aboard, and now the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. Right down to shoot, and that is strike one. At the belt and fires. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one's deep, and it's gone. He's done it again. His second homer of the game, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 12-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Here's the center fielder, Harrison Bader. 3 for 3's doubled twice and single. In the air to left center, on the move to the alley, and makes the grab. And there's one down. Now it's the second baseman. And a base hit right there.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
One gone, runner at first. And here is Francisco Alvarez. 1 for 3. And there's a rocket into the outfield. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field.
Daniel Hudson into the game.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Francisco Lindor. Bounce to the right side, and it stays fair. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's 13-0.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Vientos stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Runners at the corners, one away. Here in the late stages of game 2. Well,
just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
So digging in, Brandon Nimmo. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
General better fall back, put your hands up. It's a new sheriff in town. Everybody get up, get down and
And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Freddie Freeman. And here it comes. On the ground, right side. And it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Man at first, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. To third, and it finds its way through for a hit. Nimmo quickly gets it back in. Runner stops at second, and the first two reach to start the inning.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
The batter now will be Will Smith. 1 for 2. And that one is lifted in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. Muncy at the dish. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. That one ripped right center field. Bader reaching back towards the wall. To the warning track, makes the catch. Both brothers tagging. He's in on the sac fly, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his break before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Nimmo sizes this one up, squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. Played the play, not in time. He's safe. It's 13-2.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
And next for LA, Gavin Lux. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. On the ground, right side. And that will end the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 8th inning coming up. The Mets lead this one 13-2. We're at the top of the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. Hudson back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Hudson goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. That was blasted to the moon. His 2nd home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 14-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Starling Marte up now for the Mets. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Hernandez has it sized up. And there's one away. Now it's the DH, Jesse Winker. Foul fly ball to right center. Betts makes the grab, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Harrison Bader. That one hammered center field. Hernandez ranging back. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Oscar Brazova.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 39,
The pitch. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Nimmo puts it away. 1 away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
now batting, left-handed,
And now Teoscar Hernandez.
Hernandez.
That one ripped left field. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Hernandez into second, and he's got a double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Man at second. Fought off foul. And the righty deals. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. 1 out and a runner at second here in the last half of inning number 9. In the air on the infield, Alonso gets under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Oh, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. Instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Muncy, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. Rip towards third. On to first. Ball game. And the Mets take this one in a blowout.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
Well, Singy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boog, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either, and you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Hug on the curb and scrape the ground when I swing, dodging potholes when I swerve, wrapped in some bows and it's true. Not a pebble in my groove, in the beat with the bumper, cause the screw up when I move. Elevated, modulated with adapter. Now the riding smooth as that to take a picture, that's a shot.